Oh, my first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for Trinity House in the Round. I'm Bill Keith. I'm a member of the board here at the theater, and we're glad to welcome you for this great evening of music. We would love to have you in person to share this wonderful evening of music, and we look forward to the days and the months ahead when we'll all be able to be back together in this space. But we've been enjoying having these great concerts presented virtually, online, and in the round. We've had some great performers in the past months. Tonight is no different. We have a couple performers that'll be on the Trinity House stage for the first time, and then one veteran who's been here many, many times. You also have a chance to give and support this. You can give at our website, trinityhousetheater.org, and it really does help us not only continue the work of the theater, but also to pay the artists that perform as part of this series, and to look forward to some great things that we'll be able to do in the months ahead. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming to the Trinity House stage Acoustic Ash, Annie Bacon, and Billy Brandt.
My name's Ash, but everybody knows me as Acoustic Ash. I'm originally from England. I moved to Michigan 5 years ago. Now I live in East Point.
So I'm Annie Bacon, and I'm based out of Ann Arbor.
My name is Billy Brandt. I'm from Michigan. I've been playing professionally since 1972.
I did have a project ongoing, but COVID has kind of shut that down just a little bit. So now I'm hoping to get back and start recording this album again.
I am currently working on surviving a really, really bad year, like I think a lot of us are. Just started writing music again.
My most recent CD is Riverside with the band I play with called the Sugaries, though I have many other brands that I play with. That record came out 2 years ago. It was a good record, won the Detroit Music Award for Best Album. But
This song is one that I wrote this year. And,
is this the one we did?
Is it really good?
Is it the one we did?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's really good.
It is really good.
Oh, it's really good.
It's called The Way You Saved My Life. And it's basically about the way that your partner can get you through the roughest of times without even knowing what they're doing. Young, I'd watch the leaves fall to the ground. Some would float like snowflakes, while others launch like rockets to the ground. And I was kind to take my time. Now I'm falling at a speed that isn't mine. You got eyes that light a sunset, and words that calm a storm. You got a soul that's full of fire and light, keeps me feeling warm. You got a way of making me laugh at myself when I wanna break down and cry. Oh honey, you don't even realize the ways you saved my life. When I was young, I'd watch the waves playing in the sea. Like the tidal wave that came along, crashed right over me. Now I'm falling in love that doesn't ask for much. And I keep swimming with no hope of ever reaching the top. got eyes that light a sunset, and words that calm a storm. You got a soul that's full of fire and light, keeps me feeling warm. You got a way of making me laugh at myself when I wanna break down and cry. Oh honey, you don't even realize the ways you saved my life. Got a soul that's full of fire and light, keeps me feeling warm. Got a way of making me laugh at myself when I wanna break down and cry. Oh honey, you will never realize all the times you saved my life. Thank you. You guys sound great.
That was so beautiful. I realize I may have picked the wrong seat because your songs make me very emotional. All right, well, I'm going to do a song called Nothing Stays the Same, and this is the title track off an album I put out in 2019 because apparently I'm psychic, and absolutely nothing has stayed the same since that time. But originally the song was called How to Survive Depression, and I wrote it for a friend who was struggling through her first depression. And it goes like this. First part's when you notice walls surrounding everything. You wonder how they got there, but the answer changes nothing. In time you find the strength to say the words out loud. Tell one person as a test, you never tell it to the crowd. Then you cry it out, and then you cry. The will to die gets a sliver of a doubt. Above all, you gotta hold on to this little thing I'll tell. There's another chapter coming, there's a way out of the well. You can't wait for the ropes to drop, you can't wait for the will to climb. One of them will always come, given enough time. Nothing stays the same. I swear that on my grave. Third part's tricky, you can never tell when it's gonna come. The walls start getting shorter and you start to see the sun. Finally there's a reckoning, this is where you need your friends. It's time to do the work to find out how this chapter ends. And then you cry it out, and then you cry. The will to live is finally winning out. Above all, you gotta hold on to this little thing I'll tell. There's another chapter coming, there's a way out of the well. You can't wait for the ropes to drop, you can't wait for the will to climb. One of them will always come, given enough time. Nothing stays the same. And I swear that on my grave. Above all,
see. Here's a song I wrote about a year and 2 months ago, and I was driving back from Florida. I think it was late February. It was late February. There was already news about some kind of something going on in Wuhan, and I just felt some kind of vibe to get my butt home, take care of some stuff, because I just felt like the blank was going to hit the fan, and I better get home. So I wrote this song in a hotel somewhere in Georgia, and it's called Back to Detroit City. Where there ain't no way out, and I know I keep running, don't wanna die before I face all the things I've left behind. I'm going back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, that's where I'm from. Traveling down these roads, I've seen some things. It's a scary time to do much of anything, but I know I gotta face my home. I'm going back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, that's where I'm from. If you see her, tell her hello. I'm thinking about her way too much, I know. But I know we'll meet again on that golden shore. I'm going back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, that's where I'm from. One more time, ladies. I'm going back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, back to Detroit City, that's where I'm from. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't follow.
What key you in?
What?
What key you gonna be in? Oh, you're in your open tuning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's D.
I have no idea.
You're in D.
I mean, we're near the D.
What?
In D and near the D.
Nice.
Right? Detroit?
The D.
The D?
The D.
The
We're in the D. The accent. Yes, you're right. And we're playing in D as well.
Playing in D.
Which is
near
my
the D.
favorite key when I'm playing in the D.
In the D. Yeah. D in the D. I have a best friend, and my best friend happens to be 7 years old. He's not going to be 7 soon. I'm going to have to start telling people he's 8, and I don't like that. It means he's getting old too quick. there's always this heartbreaking moment that happens with a kid, right? And it's the first time that someone makes them upset. And my best friend called me one day and he's like, someone at school called me weird. And he was really sad. And so I took a moment and I looked at him and I was like, who's your favorite person in the world? You. Am I weird? Yeah. So it's not so bad then, is it? And he's like, no, I guess it's really cool. I'm like, yeah, it is, man. You can be as weird as you want to be in this world as long as you're a good person. I don't care. So, after we put down the phone, I sat there and I was like, what would make him the coolest kid in school? And I was like, could you imagine if you could walk into a classroom and be like, hey, Alexa, play Frederick. Ever since the day your mama put you in my arms, I told you, boy, you've got no worries now. The world looks kinda big when you're trying to live in it and you haven't got it figured out. Well, luckily for you, I've walked some miles in these shoes and you can just walk in my prints. And if the road gets tough, I'll be there for you to hug and we'll always find a way through this. Frederick, don't grow too fast and chase your dreams. Yes, I'll always have your back. Frederick, I hope you know, yeah, that the greatest gift that I'll ever have is just watching you grow. It seems that every day, boy, you've gone and found a way to make my heart fill up with pride. I love to hear you laugh and I love to see you smile, but boy, I love to see you being kind. I hope that as you grow, you will come to know the value of your love. If you're ever in doubt, I'll be there to shout, boy, you're more than just enough. So Frederick, don't grow too fast and chase your dreams. Yes, I'll always have your back. Frederick, don't grow too fast, because the greatest gift that I'll ever have is just watching you grow. Frederick, don't grow too fast and chase your dreams. Yes, I'll always have your back. And Frederick, I hope you know, yeah, that the greatest gift that I'll ever have is just watching you grow. I love you.
Aw.
All right.
Thank you.
Wow. Feeling very honored to be smushed between the two of you, Billy and Ash. I definitely wish I wrote that song. And I'm like, I want you to record it as soon as possible. Have you?
Ish.
So please release it as soon as possible so I can sing it to my son every night.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. Although his name's Dashel, so I'll just sing over the top.
It's what?
Dashel.
Dashel? What
Yeah.
a beautiful name.
Okay, that was really beautiful. I'm gonna stay in the pretty zone, but go pretty sad. I'm gonna go kind of sad.
That's okay.
I'm a sad songwriter, mostly. This one's called Gallatin Pike. And it's, if you've ever been to Nashville, it's one of the main strips down there, but hopefully you don't need to have ever seen it to understand what it is. Okay. Driving Gallatin Pike in the middle of the night. Wow, I forgot the words. I don't know which way to turn. Pawn shops and strip malls, a mirror of my life. I think of the forests I've burned, the hearts I've paved over, the men that I have spurned. An impossible daylight floods parking lots where I'm haunted by too many lessons unlearned. Ghost town veneer of hands I held dear. Oh, is this what my life's become? Just like Gallatin Pike in the middle of the night. And all around me are places I've laid down at night. I don't even know what they're named. Too tired for thinking about what's really right. My rain-spitting tires get blamed for the hearts I've paved over, where concrete lays claim, and tomorrow's reflected on both sides for miles in the twisting arms of the neon flame. Ghost town veneer of plans I held dear. Oh, is this what my life's become? Just like Gallatin Pike in the middle of the night. What if I can't get off? What if this is my end? Dead on pavement as the road softly bends. The dollar stores, my witness and title-owned friends. But as soon as I turn off, I see front porches and lawns. I guess life is bigger than the sins of its pawns. The fears we hold on to don't hold up for long. Gallatin Pike's just the name of this song. And isn't it nice to find out that sometimes we're wrong?
I would have added a couple licks in, but my low E was dropped to D, and he had started, so I used discipline.
And I throw that major 7, 3 major 7 in there.
Which I would have loved to have played on, but I wanted my low string.
Oh, yeah.
It was going to be... Okay, here's a song that I didn't write, but I feel part of it because I came up with a cool arrangement to it. It's written by my friend Rachel Lynn, who lives in Tampa with her partner S.G. Wood, and they are the Hummingbirds together, a great group. And if you haven't, Kathy knows. And I just like doing the sound. Plus, as a chorus, maybe we can get all of our voices into it. It's kind of get my vibe straight. Brother leaves me banging on drum. No escape existence where I'm from. To the mountaintops high, come down to the earth. To the place we come from in our birth. Let's get high and high, high, high on love. I guess it's only one. Sister Star, I'll follow you back home. You can lay me back down, rest my weary woes. Mother, I would give the world to you if I could find a way to the sun and to a new day. Let's get high and high, high, high on love. Let's get high and high, high, high on love. Let's get high and high, high, high on love. Let's get high and high, high. Leaves me banging on drum. No escape existence to where I'm from. From the mountaintops high, fall down to the earth. To the place we come from in our birth. Let's get high, 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 high on love. Let's get high, 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 high on Let's get high, 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 high on love. Let's get high, 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 high on love. Thanks, Rachel, for the song. I like playing it.
Hi, everybody. Thanks again for watching tonight. Hope you're really enjoying the show as much as all of us are. And Trinity House appreciates your support during this time. So as the treasurer, I'd like to just encourage you to donate. I'm sure the website's been posted, but trinityhousetheater.org/donate. And if you happen to donate anything, whatever you donate, if you could let us know that you watched the show tonight, and that's the reason you're donating. We'd appreciate it. Thanks again for being here. Adios.
Well, this place is real special to me. I think I've played here at least 20 times. And you know you're going to do a real concert when you come in here. It's a small, close space. So you are intimacy, yeah, that defines this place.
To be in a space like this where people are listening, where there's this story that took so much life and so much emotion to come to, to clarify and to put into music, that there's a place where people really listen to it and feel it and take it in and appreciate it, means so much. That's what it means.
When you get a room like this and it's an intimate audience, I know it's a little bit different right now because we're having to do this virtually, but the space and the feeling that you get from being on a stage, especially with other musicians at the same time, you can't replace that. You could put us into the Grand Opry and it still wouldn't feel as special.
Everyone's quiet and respects you while you play. It's very, there's a lot of interplay between the audience and myself, at least that's the way I find it here. And I'm thankful for the Trinity House. I'm very thankful for the Trinity House. Bill, Keith, and Kathy, and John, and anyone else behind the scenes here. They've been good to me, and I love the place. I want it to go on, and I hope it comes back to live shows soon.
I've been going through what's called a dark night of the soul, and that the implications of that are not yet clear. But the music has started to come again, and I think that I really just don't know yet. It's too soon to say.
All the utter confusion in the world has just created a focus inside me that decided I had to get above all that, and I really got in touch with some of my more spiritual sounds that I can kind of connect to, and it's been very productive. Maybe 20, 25 songs written during the pandemic.
I have tried to stop taking Friday gigs to focus more on allowing myself the time to write and to really find that room for expression so that when I do go out, I can really share the message I want to with people instead of repeating the message that might not be relevant right now.
The music is alive and well. Get me about this. Making records is an expensive thing. I can see making a couple of songs at a time, but I'm more into right now multi-tracks with video. And Dave Root does them over at his studio. It's where we are.
Something that always drew me to Detroit when I would come over here is the way that people fight to really get what's needed. And in Detroit, you will never see anyone work harder to get to where they want to be. And that's what Detroit Hustles Harder means. It means that you work harder than anyone else to get where you deserve to be.
All right, Ash, you gonna start us back up?
I've been playing songs in different tunings, and I've reached my capacity. I haven't, I'm lying, but I just want to do...
I have a new tuning for you.
Oh, I'm excited for that. Tuning, right, not tuner, because...
I have that too. Do you want a sandwich or do you want a salad?
I mean, honestly, I like both. I was born near the sea, so... This next song, I actually joke about because I wrote this before COVID hit, right? So before COVID hit, I was playing a lot of gigs at the time, maybe 3-4 a week. I'm working full time, and my wife would be like, when does the weekend? Like, when do we get time? And I was
Sunday.
like, I don't know. I was like, the dogs need me on Sunday, so
No,
I don't know what to tell you.
Ain't no Sunday like a Monday.
Well, I've decided that after I wrote this song, it's a lie now because she used to want to spend time with me. And I don't think that's going to be an issue for the foreseeable future anymore. But it's true. I'm something to live with, let me tell you. But I wrote this song because it seems like my generation has seen so many relationships like come and fall apart and over the stupidest things, right? Like, you didn't put the socks away last night and you said you would, so I'm divorcing you. Okay? Makes total sense. We've gone through 16 cats and 12 dogs, but the socks definitely didn't. And it made me think that people just don't take the time to find the reasons that you fall in love, or the reasons that you are the way you are, because let's face it, we're all weird. And I wrote this song based on that. This song is called Chasing the Moon, because when you fight with your partner, it's okay if you don't, you'll get there. But when you do, you reach this point where, like, you go out of the house, you get in your car and you drive in, and something happens, and you're like, hey, you're not even there to tell. Now I have to suck up my pride and call you to tell you the really cool thing that happened, but I'm not doing it until I've had a coffee. And this song is kind of about that moment when you turn to the side and you're like, I want to tell you something, but I don't because you're a jerk right now, but I will in a little bit because I love you. This song is called Chasing the Moon. Said that you don't like when the work week lasts forever. Well, these days we seem to spend more time apart than together. The days go quickly and the nights go quickly too. I just wanna spend more time getting lost with you. 'Cause these nights just ain't the same if they ain't nights with you. To our favorite tunes, and these nights are come alive when I am next to you. We're trying to steal time, freezing the night, running from the sun but chasing the moon with you. With you, with you. Running from the sun but chasing the moon with you. I still remember the time when we drove through Ohio. Boo. We had our first fight, but in the end I made you smile. It's true that sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but I always wanna come home to you at night. 'Cause these nights just ain't the same if they ain't nights with you. Driving with the windows down, jamming out to our favorite tunes, and these nights are come alive when I am next to you. We're trying to steal time, freezing the night, running from the sun but chasing the moon with you. With you, with you. Running from the sun but chasing the moon with you. Well, I don't want to see the sunrise. I don't want this night to end. Stop the clock now, we're on my time. And darling, don't you start that that thing again. 'Cause these nights just ain't the same. They ain't nights with you. Driving with the windows down, we're jamming out to our favorite tunes. And these nights I come alive. Now you're next to you. We're trying to steal time, freezing the night, running from the sun, but chasing the moon with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
You got hits.
I'm gonna get hit if she watches this back.
All right. So now back to the sad songs. But this one, I'm gonna. If I had the drummer, we do have a drummer in the room, but I'm not gonna throw it on you right now, unless. No, I'm just kidding. You got to hear like. Really, never mind. I'm not going to try to. Go listen to the song. It's on Spotify. It's called I Want to Die Like Lou Reed. And it is because if you've ever read his wife Laurie Anderson's account of his death, it's a perfect death. And I will sing and describe that death in the first and the last verse, so if you're curious. But when I read this, I'm a fan of Laurie Anderson's. I love Lou Reed, but I hadn't really followed his career. And when I read this account, I was confused, to be honest, and I wasn't sure how he got to die such a perfect death, and so I wrote that song, and this is that song. Can you hear the cool drum beat in your head? Yeah. Now I have to remember the words. Got it. When my last breath's upon me, when I'm ready to lay down, I want to stand up and walk outside with my lover around. I want to sit in grass, open night. I want to feel the sun, and with touchy hands I want to show death that it's welcome. I want to die like Lou Reed died. I'm flying to the sun. He was goddamn lucky to be alive when his dying time had come. Those who walked on his wild side, not many stand still to face the end. They hold their arms across their eyes, blacked out, fading friends. And me, I'm stuck like Sunday morning, afraid I've become that evil one who thinks that everything is dirt and we can't see one another. I wanna die like Lou Reed died. We're flying to the sun, but he passed to some unknown place. I gotta go before I'm done. What is a life in retrospect? Is it map or explanation? Was it harshness, heroin, or was death a staunch companion? What is a life in retrospect? What is a life in retrospect? Is it map or explanation? Was it harshness, heroin, or was death a staunch companion? Or was death a staunch companion? I wanna die like Lou Reed died. We're flying to the blue. But before I die, I got to figure out what Lou Reed knew. When my last breath's upon me, when I'm ready to lay down, wanna stand up and walk outside with my lover around. I wanna sit in grass, open night. I wanna feel the sun, and with Tai Chi hands I want to show. And with Tai Chi hands I want to show. And with Tai Chi hands I want to show death that it's welcome.
I love the read.
I know a lot more about how he got to have that death now. He did a lot of work in his, spiritual life. So
It's not where I thought you were going when you said he did a lot. No.
George Harrison had a pretty interesting death too, and it's documented in that Living in the Material World documentary.
I don't know.
His wife talks about it because he did a lot of work too for that. I mean, seriously, because his endeavors in India and everything. And his wife said he just left the room, and you could actually see it.
Wow.
Which you come back, but he did exit. I'm going to play an instrumental.
Well, that's cool.
Beautiful.
Change of pace here. Every year I go to the West Midlands, actually, in England, because a partner that I met here in Detroit 10 years ago named Serrana, we had a duo going for a long time, and then we went over there to play, and she decided she wanted to stay, and she found a match on Match.com, and she ended up getting married to a guy named Alistair, who's now a good friend of mine. And they live in the West Country, so we've continued our musical project about 1 month a year, and I go to England. Well, one day we're going for this little walk, and we're in Malvern. That's where I am, Malvern. There's this big, almost mountain, like 1,400 foot, 10-mile hill that just sticks out of the valley, and it's right where their house is. So every day you go for a walk. Why not? It's gorgeous. It's got great trails. One day, it's October when I went last year, and it was getting cold and rainy, and we went for this walk about 4 o'clock. Well, that mountain blocks the sun out by 4:30. So unless you're on the other side of that hill, it's dark. And we go up this hill, and we're walking, and it's cold, it's foggy, it's rainy, and
Sounds
it's getting
like
dark fast. Like England, right. Only on some trails in the woods. And I'm like, Serrana, you know the trail back down? She goes, yeah, I've got it covered. I go, you sure, right? She goes, and so I'm with her and her husband and the dog, Crosby. And all of a sudden, we are lost. And I'm like, I was pissed. And there's this little circular stone thing that's on the top of this hill. It's an old map. It's a stone map, and it's got arrows for the different trails. And we were looking for this thing right and left. We're walking this way. No, that's the cliff. Can't go that way. No, this isn't it. And like, I was getting panicky. And then the dog starts barking. We follow the dog through the fog. He's only about 50 yards away. He's standing on that cement map. Like, Crosby, yes. And we found the trail, went down. Anyway, when I got back to their house, I had a cup of tea to calm down. I wrote the song. It's got a weird title. I wrote it that afternoon. I recorded it on my iPhone because that's how I write all my music. In fact, that's how I write everything. I get an idea. I turn on the iPhone video, not the audio, because the audio sounds like the notes. The voice memo is terrible. It sounds like shit. Oops. But the videos, they're very engaging. So any idea I get, I immediately turn on the phone, and I capture its essence when it's just coming up. It's worked for me really good. I think I got about 3 albums out of it since I got an iPhone. It's just because every idea you can capture. Then at night I'll just go, that's a pretty good idea. I'll listen back. Anyway, I came up with this little melody, which reminded me of that day lost in the fog and the cold and the rain and the tea and the cigarette. I call it Roscoe's tune because the band I'm in, the Sugaries, he's our engineer, and I don't know why I changed it to his name. I love you, Roscoe. Sorry. Should have been called Cold Rainy Afternoon in England.
Cosby.
Pardon?
Cosby saved the day. It should have been Cosby.
It could have been Crosby. You know something? I should have called it Crosby. Anyway, it's called Roscoe's Tune, and it goes like this.
that tea right now with 1 sugar and milk.
That song definitely deserves a tea with milk.
I want one right now so bad. It's like I'm craving.
Me too.
So, being from the north, we are the people that work hard to get to where you want to go, which I guess is why I fell so in love with Detroit. Detroit hustles harder, that's what I'm saying. And I saw a lot of things growing up that I couldn't understand, and I still see them happen now and I don't understand. Because one thing I always saw growing up in an area that didn't have a lot of money is that people shared more when they didn't have much. And the people that had a lot kind of walked in the opposite direction, and it was crazy to me. And I thought maybe it's just because of where I was until I started watching the news more and then stopped. Because that was sad. But I decided at that point that the only way that we can really bridge that gap and make a difference is if we all stand up for what's right together. And that includes everything. You know, you have to stand up for your neighbor. You have to stand up for the person you don't know. You have to stand up for the people that aren't even born yet, because we're making the world that they're going to live in. I wrote this song. I had just moved to America that year, and the big race riots broke out. It was 2016, and I remember watching the news and thinking, how can this still be an issue in 2016? How can we have been on the earth for this long and this still be an issue? And it kind of got worse the last couple of years, when it's supposed to be getting better. And so this song is where I stand. It's what I believe in, and I will always use my platform to do the best I can to promote diversity and equality. So there is a point in this song where you will see me do this. And if you're feeling what's happening in this song, if you want to join me, that would be absolutely amazing. This song is called Embrace Love Tonight. And so I beg of you to join me, raise your voices and unite. Don't you think it's time? Too many hearts are broken, it's taken far too many lives. The cycle we can break to put this right. Don't fuel the fire with hate, and in the darkness be the light. I know that we are stronger if we embrace love tonight. Embrace love tonight. I'm tired of watching news that tells me everything that I should say and do. It tells me I'm at war with you. Oh, but it ain't the path that I wanna choose. Instead, I'll take your hand. Listen, I'll walk you through the prejudice, my friend. I'll be there by your side, because I know that love is gonna win this fight. And so I beg of you to join me, raise your voices and unite. Don't you think it's time? Too many hearts are broken, it's taken far too many lives. The cycle tabloids make me sick. Where's they print the lies and hate that leads to this? They'll tell us these are facts. Oh, is anybody looking into that? Well, burn up my paper. Don't put it in the trash. And let the ashes immerse into the sky. No, don't ever let it come back. So I beg of you to join me, raise your voices and unite. Don't you think it's time? Too many hearts are broken, it's taken far too many lives. The cycle we can break to put this right. Don't fuel the fire with hate and in the darkness be the light. I know that we are stronger if we embrace love tonight. Embrace love tonight. Woo! Thank you.
Oh, high five. I thought it was a high five. That was a bow. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Woo. All right, I'm gonna play you a song now, and while you're all warmed up, I'm gonna make you all sing. So Billy and Ash are gonna sing, but all of you are gonna sing, and I hope at home you sing as well. So I'll teach you the part really quick. It goes like this. It goes, love's not always a two-way street. Yeah. All right, you ready? Love's not always a two-way street. Perfect. Okay, so through the song, we'll sing that in the choruses 2 times in the choruses, and then at the end, you just will all just like go on forever, and you'll know when it's time to end, because you'll just know, I promise. And then here we go. All right. Well, it seems to me that I have overestimated my ability to move you the way that you've moved me. I guess I thought that you were spending your sleep too, dreaming of me like I am of you. But I see now you're all good without me. I get it. No, you get no fight from me. When love makes you never forget their face. When love breaks you, carry it the rest of your days. But love's not always a two-way street.
never be the same. I see now, we're all good without me. I get it. No, you get no fight from me. When love makes you, you never forget their face. When love breaks you, carry it the rest of your days. But love's not always a two-way street. Love's not always a two-way street. When the sound of the summer rain on the tin roof sends you back in time, is a hand that you're holding in that memory still mine? Love's not always a two-way street. Love's not always a two-way street. Oh, that's how you can forget me. Oh, how you can forget me. Oh, that's how you can forget me. Oh, how you can forget me. Oh, how can you forget me? How can you forget me? How can you forget me? Oh, how can you forget me? How can you forget me? How can you forget me? Love's not always a two-way street, and that's how you can forget me. Now, you know what's funny is I wrote that song a little while back, but the person that I wrote it about actually like called me during the pandemic, and I was like, "Oh, you didn't actually forget me. That's amazing." So, can I still play the song? I can still play the song, right?
You can still play the
Okay.
song. Totally can.
We'll just divorce it from that, and now it's just itself.
Well, it's also a gorgeous song. So.
Hey, songs are free. And they might even change their core meaning over time, but still be appropriate.
Yeah, that's the beauty of them, right? I feel like they keep teaching us too, right?
Yeah,
like you
they
write a
change with
song
the times.
from a place and it just comes out, and then you put it away and you come back to it at some point and you're like, oh wow.
This is the best journal there ever was.
Totally. Yeah.
That's what?
Nobody else can read it unless I let them.
I love it. All right, Billy, you
Yeah.
take us home?
Yeah, sure I will. Something about the pandemic, it did something to time.
Mm-hmm.
Time got either really long or really fast, or it just stood still. Like, almost like I was gonna say like taking acid, but it could be like a mystical experience where time does stop. And I saw you breathing in there. You know what I'm talking about. You've been down that road, and at times it's standing still, but everything's happening all at once. It's like past, present, future. It's just, and it makes you almost calm when you get right in that center. So anyway, I came up with this line, time stands still. You've heard it before, we've said it. Every song lyric is some bit of colloquial, common talk that we just grab and put in, and that's what makes a good lyric, actually. You don't want to write like E equals MC squared. You want to do something conversational. So I came up with this line and this lick. That thing is,
Thank you.
it's slipping away.
I know. Strap is getting over.
So I wrote this tune, I wrote this melody and this chorus, and I've met this woman, Elaine Schoendorf, and she is just so fast with words, she can read my mind. I write a lot of my lyrics, but I also write a lot of songs with partners. I write with Serrano Berlin, I wrote with Rachel Lynn a little bit. Who else have I written? A lot of people. Maureen Hogan. Anyway, Elaine just came into my life recently, and she just whips lyrics out. So I sent her a little melody on my iPhone, of course. And the next day she had this verse lyric, which exactly addressed kind of where the vibe of where I was at. It was so easy to come out of my mouth because it was right. You can't sing something that ain't right. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it's called Time Stand Still, and it's, let me see, get my head together. Say. Standing on a mountain, looking down, seeing troubles everywhere. No one knows which way to go, who to trust, a seat is in the air. Nothing seems to be as it was a while ago. Finding truth today is a long, hard road. Oh Lord, tell me what I need to know. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa, whoa. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa. On my knees, looking up, looking for a sign from you. No one knows which way to go, who to trust, he hasn't got a clue. Look over there, there's a sacred cow. Don't rock the boat, they'll throw stones at you now. Don't ever question what you think you know. The one-eyed man is king, you know. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa, whoa. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa. Still, time stands still, time stands still, time stands still. Look over there, there's a sacred cow. Don't rock the boat, they'll throw stones at you now. Don't ever question what you think you know. The one-eyed man is king, you know. Where's the truth? Where's the sun? I can't be the only one. Tell me how to break away. I'm here tomorrow, but I'm gone today. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa, whoa. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa, whoa. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa, whoa. Time stands still, everything is happening. Time stands still, whoa. Another part now. Time stand still. Time, stand still. Time, stand still. Time, stand still. Whoa. Great job. Great job. Thank you. Thanks for singing along with me.
That's an awesome song.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, so you're gonna do verse 1.
Okay.
Okay. And melody on chorus.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Do you want to count us in? You had a good tempo for this.
D and E on your guitar would sound great. Is that tune straight?
Yes.
D and E. No. Oh, now it's F and G. With your capo is D and E.
That's what I play when I play live, is F and G.
Right, because I thought we'll get some big voicings, wide space, but that'll work. It's pretty tough to get first out of this.
I hear you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of the loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. The stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, what you had, yeah, what you lost. Well, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. I said when they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Yeah, you will know.
So we also want to say thank you to everybody who's watching. We know there's these days so many ways you could be spending your time because it's all virtual. You could just press a different button, and you didn't, and you came to this, and we so appreciate you spending your time with us. And anyone have last words they want to share?
Thanks to the Trinity House for putting this on, and I can't wait for this place to open up again so we can have shows here. It's such a great vibe in here.
Everybody that's like, everybody in the music scene that we know, if you don't know this place, seriously, you have to get to know this place. Like, come here and do a CD release. Come here and bring your friends. Come and support the local scene, because the pandemic showed us anything, it's that everything can be gone in a second. So let's not let this be gone ever.
Yep. And get your shots if you are healthy enough to get it, so that we can get back to all being together as soon as possible.
It's true.